Kelsey, I guess just kind of the mindset of the team, conference opening. How big is this just to, open with Texas, under the lights, all that kind of thing?
It's a big thing. Really, the whole team is fired up about it, amped up. We've had past shows, but we're putting all that behind us, because it's conference play, and we still got a chance to do big things with this team. And, technically, this probably going to be one of our last matchups with Texas. So, of course, for not just us, but for the fans and everybody, we want to go out with a bang.
Is it easy to block out the kind of need or want of people to, hey, if you don't beat anybody else, beat Texas kind of?
Yes, because we want to take the approach where not just with Texas, but everybody, respect all of our opponents and fear none. Yes, because, yes, Texas as a fan base, our rivals, Texas, TCU, OU, teams like that, of course, you can lose every game, you beat them, and fans happy. But we don't want to be just satisfied with that. That's not at the top, in the front of our mind. We just want to go out there, no matter who we play, compete, and do our best.
You had some struggles with, not just you, but the team, with starting a little slow, energy a little flat at the beginning. There's been a lot of talk about what you can do to change that. How do you feel like you guys can change that?
I think it's really, without going into a lot of detail, with the rain delay that happened last game, we tried something new. We took the approach of coming out as a second game instead of treating it like halftime. So, and the way the team had energy and that I think we found our identity as in the specific players and coach we have, what we need to do to start fast.
Coach talked about you guys at a certain point he was just hey, blast the music.
Yeah.
Is that going to continue on now to get those fast starts maybe?
I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think that's really, with a young team like we have, it's hard to find extrinsic motivation from other things. And usually music is what we know to keep us going. We're having a young team. So if that's what worked, then I feel like that's what we do moving forward.
With all that youth on both sides of the ball, what do you think, from your perspective, has kind of been the learning process for them getting into a season like this?
I think really learning the physicality and the speed of the game, because I know for me last year that was one thing, and they just need to know that it's just going to get, the speed just going to get worse and worse, especially with conference play, because we played Utah, that was a really good opponent, but last year my first 3 games was that, and then conference was it's a difference. So really we've been working on that. We've been trying to give everybody confidence. We've been trying to imitate things in practice, make sure the scout team and everybody just playing up to par to help, the young guys, just cope with that.
Kelsey, y'all, I know you wanted to lose in the game, but y'all led Texas going into the fourth quarter last year. And that was during a tough stretch for you guys. Does it give you confidence that y'all were, on the field with him, y'all were leading going into the fourth quarter?
Of course, you naturally think about stuff from last year, but at the same time, they have a new team, we have a new team. It's what happened in the past don't matter. So, yes, I always want to have the confidence. I want my teammates and coach to have the confidence that we can go out there and do what we do, but I don't want it to be based off last year, because it's not last year. Everything's different.
Obviously, there's a lot that jumps out on tape about Texas. What are you seeing from their defense? What kind of stands out there?
I think, watching that film, I respect Texas. I know a few guys on the D-line. They play hard, big guys we'll have to deal with. They got nickels and secondary players that play hard. So I think it's gonna be a dog fight. So I respect Texas, and I think as long as we stick to what we do and Baylor don't beat Baylor, then I think we have a good shot.
Is there anything that beats those Big 12 games under the lights and the clay?
Nah, it's not, especially against teams like Texas, because how the politics is and how the hype around them and everything. It's really nothing like it.
You obviously saw Drake go down last year, but to see him come back from that this year and do what he's done already, just how cool is that, as someone who's in the room? It
was cool from the moment when January came and first few weeks of winter workouts, and he was out there. I was happy. I went through it myself, but his injury was far worse, and I'm just seeing him go through everything with a good attitude, him mentoring me on the sideline with a good attitude and not being down. I have no choice but to be happy for him,